Hello, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Athena, and today we are going to be doing a little tour of the outside of my cottage. So, as many of you know, in the premium shop, we did get a new house skin. It wasn't this week, it was last week, but we did get a new house skin, and it was this beautiful, cozy, cottage looking skin. It was the week after the castle dropped in the premium shop, and I had to snag it up right away because I thought it would look perfect in my Forest of Valor. For those of you interested in a full Forest of Valor tour, I'll make sure to link that in the description of this video, because today we are only focusing on my yard and my backyard and my side yard of this cozy cottage. So to start off with, I did start off by decorating the left side of the cottage, and I can't reach any of these items, so I'm just going to kind of go into furniture mode and see if this will work out to show you what we got going on over here. So this cart, the crate, the 2 sacks, as well as this sign, I crafted at the crafting station. And then this white picket fence I also crafted at the crafting station. And this bike I got from Scrooge. But then I also used some landscaping, some foliage, and some bushes as well, just to kind of fill in those spaces, because I didn't want any of the natural occurring items to spawn. So I made sure to fill in those spaces with decoration items. Now we do have a little forageable item right here, but that's okay. We're just gonna leave it. It kind of looks like it's natural. And that's what I did for the side yard. I didn't want to focus too much on it. I just kind of wanted to fill the space and make it look a little bit cluttered to look like a normal yard. Now, some of you may be concerned because, as you can see, there is a fishing node that does spawn on this side of the river over here, and I can't access it from this side, but I did make sure that I could still access it from this side. So, again, as always, I do like to make my builds as practical as possible, and I want to make sure that I can access all of the nodes, whether it's mining or fishing or, you know, anything that we need to do in the game. So again, I did make sure that we could still access it from this side. Now, if we come to the front yard, you can see that it's just pathway for the most part. I did add in some bushes and some trees because we are in the forest. Gotta have our trees. But if you walk over here...
Don't you just love
summer? Oh my god, Olaf is so loud. If you come over here, I did add in a plaza tree right over here just because I thought it looked nice in my yard. In the back behind this table, I did add in 2 trellises, which you could make at the crafting table, and this table that is in front of the trellises you can make at the crafting table as well. Now, I did add some flower pots on the left hand side, if you can see. Those you can make at the crafting table, but then this potted plant, as well as the plants on the table and the books. The books I got from Merlin, but you can also purchase them from Scrooge as well. And then, again, the white picket fence you can make at the crafting table. Now, I have been getting some questions about these tree stumps that I've utilized in my builds, and I'm going to show you where I get those. If you go into the furniture section under trees, it's right at the top. It's called Squat Tree Stump. So under the tree section, there are these like fallen trunks. Oh, I'm at my max number of items, so I can't pull it out. But there are fallen trunks and tree stumps and other like dead tree things that you can use to kind of add in.
I'm so glad you're my friend.
Take up space in your builds. Is it just me, or is Olaf like ridiculously loud compared to the other characters? So I'm not going to focus too much on the right-hand side of me because it's not complete. As you can see, I've been kind of pathing out my way to the rest of the forest because I'm working on it. But again, we are just focusing on the cottage today. And then again, I used a fallen tree, and I did utilize these lampposts here and there that you can also make at the crafting station. The barrel that's by that white picket fence, crafting station, And then this tree house is also crafting station. This little stool right here that I put next to the tree, that you can purchase from Scrooge. And then, again, I just utilized bushes, ferns, and different flowers to try and fill in those spaces so things did not spawn there. Now, coming into my backyard, I have a little seating area, but I just want to go over some of the items that I used. This wagon, which I thought was so cute, because I had one very similar to this growing up, so I had to put this in the backyard. This I purchased from Scrooge.
I really like it here.
And then the tool rack you can make at the crafting station. The flowers you can buy from Scrooge. Outhouse, crafting station. And then again, the barrels are crafting station. I also do have a path tutorial for those of you interested in how I made the path and how I actually made it look like it had curved corners. So I'll also link that in the description of the video in case you're interested in figuring out how I made the curved corners for the pathing. If we continue on, the potted plant over here you can make at the crafting station, as well as the well that I put behind the house. And I thought it kind of went perfect because they have the same looking roof. It fits the same colors and everything. So that you can make at the crafting station, as well as that little bucket. And if we continue back here, we used furniture items that you can purchase from Scrooge for the rest of this build. And that is the seating area, these books, the guitar, and this little plant. And for those of you who don't know, there is a back door to the cottage, the cottage skin for your house, and you can utilize the back door. You can actually go in and out of the back door, and it'll bring you into the same room of your home. But I thought it was a pretty cool thing. One of the community members of my Twitch channel, Dragon, actually mentioned that to me. And I thought, well, at first I was really frustrated because I was kind of upset that I had to redo my whole entire build because I put my house all the way up against this wall, and I had already started decorating the front yard. But then it ended up working out because I think this looks so much better, and I'm so happy with how the backyard turned out and kind of just how the overall build turned out. But I think it's cool that they're starting to utilize front doors and back doors, and who knows, maybe they'll even have side doors as they progress the game. But in the meantime, this is my little cozy cottage. I hope you enjoyed the build, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And make sure to head over to twitch.tv/AthenaBean because I do decorating live. And I am a full-time streamer, so you can probably catch me on during any of your downtime. But if this helped you or gave you inspiration, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to let me know what videos you want to see in the future. I'll catch you next time.